on here that's mentioning like you know, contemporary bands that are out now, at least that came out in the 2000s. I mean, somewhat recent. It's good. It's good for everyone to know about it. And sometimes it's tough to hear about these bands. I mean, unless you're listening to a station like KCRW or something like that. It depends on your area. How do people find new music? Sort of the ongoing question. All right, then you Faith No More you suggested, and that's, you know, a branch of sort of metal glam. Probably one of the worst dressed bands I think that I've ever seen, and I like Mike Patton though. I thought that he was the best thing about this band, and I liked him more as the band, you know, towards the end of their career. I don't know if they're still together. Are they getting back together? I'm not sure. But I think you know, that also raised another point. I was wondering when I was watching all these videos, how important is it, you know, how a band looks, or do they all have to look like they're in the band, or does that matter to you guys? I mean, on some level, I think it does matter. On some level, is that I feel like it makes everything a little more cohesive. I remember always thinking that about Faith No More. Like, none of these guys look like they should be in the same band, but yet they are. Then you also suggested the Fix, which is an 80s new wave pop band. Cy Curnin led this band. I don't have any Fix. I don't think I want any Fix at this point. But I didn't mind listening to that song. Okay. So you got the rules now. So next week I'm expecting something else. Rick T. Rick T, you came in with the Family, I believe. Yes, you did. Yeah, Family was basically, this was a good post, by the way, educational. I like the educational post. Family was basically, after the Time broke up, sort of turned into the Family. Jerome's in this band, and I think Wendy's sister from Prince and the Revolution, her sister's in this band. You know, not my favorite. I liked the Time better than the Family, but still, pretty good. Pretty good stuff. I think did Prince write everything? I'm pretty sure Prince wrote everything, which was around the Sign of the Times Parade stuff, which I think Sign of the Times was his last good record. Did it go Sign of the Times Parade or Parade Sign of the Times? Either or. Those I think were his last two good records. Okay, Jenna Cohen. Fever Ray again. Okay, we've already talked about Fever Ray. And then you suggested... Fugazi. No. You wanted to say Fugazi. Oh, you said Fetus. Yeah. J.G. Thirlwell. I like Fetus a lot. You should check this out. This is a guy you should be familiar with. Everyone should. This is a random, sort of obscure mention, and I liked seeing Fetus on this list. It was good. Let's see. Where I'm kind of lost my track here. No. How many people? Let me see here. Sorry about this. Oh, yeah. Okay. Amber. Foreigner. Really. No more old bands. Okay? No more old 80s bands. Or 70s. That were just... Nope. Not even going to talk about Foreigner right now. Okay, Jason Jason from Florida. Yep, Fever Ray, you didn't mention. Okay, you went with Fugazi, finally. Someone's bringing up Fugazi. Here's the thing about Fugazi. Fugazi, if I could model my career after any band, it would probably be Fugazi, just because they have done it totally on their own with no help from anyone. This band just did it their way. It's sort of the model that everyone sort of idealistically dreams of. You know, it's like, let's put out a record, and because it's good, people are going to hear about it, and then our fan base is going to grow, and that's how we're going to become popular. And that's basically sort of Fugazi's model. They never had a publicist. They never went with, you know, a major label. They never went with all this stuff. They did it themselves. They just stayed so true to their ideals, and succeeded. I think they succeeded. I mean, they're a seminal band, and I think it's really tough to do that now. I don't even know if it can be done now. I know a band like West Indian Girl, I don't think we can do it now. I don't know if it's even possible. I don't know. It's a different time and place in music now, but I don't think anyone can really top what they did, and I think that's why they'll always be legendary. They're a cool band. Okay, then you said Fiona Apple. You know, I listened to this when I was doing my dishes, actually, and sometimes I like Fiona Apple, sometimes I don't. I mean, I think she's pretty hot, but then again, sometimes I feel like she's overacting in all her videos. So, but, you know, Fugazi was great. Okay, Michael. This is Michael who suggested American Analog Set in A's, which was great. Okay, he suggested Fanny Pack first, which is a New York band, hip-hop, rap, electro-clash kind of thing. It was like pretty hyped up in 2003, then in 2005, their second record came out, it sucked, and then they broke up. Just illustrates a funny fact that bands can get together and break up really quickly, even with a certain amount of success and hype behind them. Didn't really like Fanny Pack. But the second thing you suggested, which was fucked up, is a Toronto hardcore band. They were the first hardcore band to ever be on the cover of NME. By the way, this band's cool. They're on Matador. This was awesome. Awesome change of pace because, you know, it was sort of out of the blue, and it was just to be listening to this this type of music, and it's good. Their music is good. It's not just. It's a little more complex. Worth checking out for sure. I actually ended up digging up more like interviews with this band, and I was really pleasantly surprised. Okay. Greg Pirazzini, how are you, my man? Back with the Japanese bands. You did a band called Fake, which is... what did I say about Fake?